Okay, so this did not go as expected. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. So as you guys may have seen in the past few videos that I've done on my channel, just 2 months ago, we made the move from Vegas to LA. This was our first time moving out to California, moving out of our parents' house in general. We were all so excited about it, me and my sister. And I vlogged the entire experience. As you guys can see, I was very excited, looking forward to it. I did not expect any of this to happen, but pretty much we're moving out of LA. So we moved to LA just 2 months ago. If you guys can see, our apartment is still like completely unfurnished, and we move out of this apartment as we speak in 4 days. Just keep in mind that moving to LA was something that I've been wanting to do for a decade. It was literally a dream of mine to live here. I've talked about it for so many years. Everyone that knew me knew that I wanted to be here and live here. And now that I'm here, I want to get out. So mind you, before moving to LA, everybody told me not to be in LA. I was so stubborn. I'm stubborn in general. They're like, no, LA has changed after COVID, yada yada. Move out of LA. Everybody's moving out of LA, but I didn't listen. I ignored it because I was stubborn, and I'm like, nope, this is a goal of mine that I really wanted to live here and be here. And we chose a very nice area from what we thought was a very nice area. I guess things changed a lot. So 2 weeks into moving in, I come across this TikTok that talked about, you know, downtown LA being really bad and it's not how it used to be and all of that stuff. Now, when we first were looking at apartments, we actually wanted to stay in downtown LA, but we actually saw that, no, yeah, that area was really bad. Like, the buildings are beautiful, but the moment you go downstairs, it's a shit show. Even though my dream was to live in those high rises, I realized, you know, seeing it, that it was bad living there. So I scratched that out of my plans to be living in downtown LA. But the girl was talking about this app called Citizens app. And I'm like, oh, what is this Citizens app all about? Let me download it. And pretty much it's an app that tells you about all like the crimes and things that are happening around your area. So I download the app, and no joke, I'm not kidding you guys. As soon as I downloaded the app, I saw all these little dots around my apartment, and each dot talks about like a crime, documents a crime that's been happening. Every single day I would see these dots that talks about person robbed at gunpoint, person robbed at knife point, person assaulted, gunshots, like really, really bad. Now, people say half of these are unconfirmed, you know, reports, but the other half of them is actually legit that's been happening. And the same day that I downloaded this app, there was an incident that happened probably a mile away. And a mile away is not that far. And this was literally the first day that I downloaded the app, where it said this guy it was like a Bossa Nova. I've never been there, but I guess it's like a popular steakhouse place in, I don't know if it's in West Hollywood or somewhere. And this girl was getting robbed, and a guy came to help the girl. And then the person that was trying to rob the girl shot the guy, and the guy died. So that was the first story that I saw, and I'm like, oh my God, this is literally happening a mile away. And then I see half a mile away, 0.3 miles away, 1,000 feet away. This is literally stuff that's happening right down the street of me. And I flipped. I thought I did not have anxiety till I started seeing all of this. My anxiety went off the roof. You guys, no joke, I wasn't able to sleep. I wasn't able to eat properly. I was extremely paranoid. I would lock myself in this corner, literally in the corner. I didn't even want to like go downstairs, use the gym, or if I needed to check a package. I was literally a good 2 weeks in that corner going nowhere. Every time I hear something, I'm like looking at the window. I was just extremely, extremely paranoid. So the area that we live in, by the time that you guys see this video, we would be out of here. but we lived in Hancock Park. I don't know if you guys saw, about a month ago, there was this mom that was just taking a walk with her baby, and two guys came and robbed her when she was just taking a walk and took her diaper bag. Like, I don't know what is getting into these people's heads, but she was literally just taking a regular walk. I don't know what was in this diaper bag that was so valuable that they stole, but this happened in Hancock Park, and I live in Hancock Park. And not only that, I live down the street of Melrose. If you guys did not hear the news or see the news, all these robberies are happening in Melrose. So I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know, Melrose used to be a very nice area, and it's supposed to be a very nice area. West Hollywood is supposed to be a very nice area. Beverly Hills is supposed to be a very nice area. But they're targeting all these nice areas now. There were stories coming out saying, do not move to LA, this is the purge. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I thought, am I being paranoid because it's my first time moving out, living alone? I don't think that was the case. I really think that there was something really bad happening in LA, and it just happened to be around the time that I decided to move. So I was in shock. I was like, I can't believe I am stuck here. I wasn't living. I was paying high rent to literally sit in the corner. So I wasn't living life at all. I did not plan it for it to be that way. I was like, oh, in LA, I'll get to walk and enjoy the beautiful weather. And you know, I'm in a very safe area, but no, none of that was happening. So literally my head was like, okay, I need to get out of here. I told my sister about it. My sister freaked out. Now my sister, she didn't want to be here anyway, not because it was unsafe, because we did not know it was like unsafe, but she wanted to be an OC, which I'll get to that in a second. But my anxiety was extremely, extremely bad. So literally I don't know if you guys can hear the ambulance, but you hear ambulance and police like every hour. And our apartment is right on the street, and we're on the second floor. So I was just like very, very paranoid. I was like doing everything I can to get out of the lease. It took me about a month or so. I literally became a lawyer. I started looking up all these California laws, and I'm like, okay, how can I break my lease? Because, okay, that's just somebody screaming. But I read the entire contract. Pretty much it said you have to pay 2 months worth of rent, which was about $8,000. And that was extremely expensive. So I wasn't gonna do all that. And I was like, how can I break this lease? I started reading all these California laws and just did the most. We gave our 30-day notice. Luckily, we were, you know, out of this apartment for about 2 weeks, traveling to Vegas and Texas. So we've only been in this apartment really for about a month or so. The apartment is beautiful itself. It's just, you can't leave it. You literally can't leave it without feeling unsafe. And I can't enjoy my neighborhood or anything around me because of the craziness that's happening. So that's not really the life that I signed up to live. Anyways, long story short, after a month of giving that 30-day notice, luckily I was able to get out of the lease. There's another tenant coming in and taking over. That's one of the things that you are able to break your lease, is by having another tenant taking over. So when I gave my 30-day notice, I was like, please put this unit back on the market. And by California law, I'm not a lawyer, but I really read up, like it took me like 2 weeks straight just reading up on laws. California law requires the landlord to mitigate their damages as much as possible. So they have to put the unit back on the market to try to find a replacement. So they did, and luckily somebody else was taking over. I also got a medical note talking about my anxiety, because it was really, really, really bad. So that helped the situation as well of me leaving. If you have any medical note, you know, they can't do anything. Like if you provide them a medical note, they have to let you out, and you're not responsible for any fees. So luckily, oh my God, you guys, the amount of anxiety and the stress that I had the past month and a half of living here, I can't describe it to you. It's the worst feeling, where you feel like you're unsafe, like that. I really learned safety is like #1 in life. Safety and your health. If you don't have those two, then you have nothing. It's not like anything happened to us, but I saw what was happening around us, and it just freaked me out, and I just didn't feel comfortable being here anymore. And just the feeling of not settling in, like I had to put a hold on all the furniture that was being shipped here. I couldn't complete my apartment or furnish everything the way I wanted to, because I just was like, okay, when is this other tenant moving in? When is the 30-day notice over? When is it that I can leave? So it was really a not nice feeling to have at all. But luckily that is all done. And we are out of here in 4 days. So we are gonna be moving to OC. So we're not leaving California. We are gonna be moving to Orange County, which is a much more safer area. We're gonna be living in one of like the safest cities ever. I'm really happy about that. We signed the lease. The move is happening in 4 days, but that means that we're gonna have to pack everything again. But I'm really excited about the next apartment. Definitely learned my lesson. If you guys are stubborn as me and you've been wanting to move to LA, please learn from my mistakes and don't do it, because everyone told me not to do it, but I'm like, no, what are they talking about? I'm in a very nice area, but it's bad. It's not worth the rent that you're paying, and it's not how it used to be before. So 2 months we've been here. I can say I've tried this life. I'm not about it. And another thing is, you know, just the, like everything else that comes with it, like the parking, just the inconvenience of all these little stuff. So I realized it's not for me. It's not. Sorry guys, my battery died. But so I realized that it's not for me, but I'm glad I tried it out, and we're out of here. I can't wait to just settle in and move in. I'm gonna show you guys obviously the new apartment and all of that good stuff. So this is what I'll be doing for the next 3 days till we're out of here, packing everything up and settling in finally somewhere safe and clean and organized. So that is it for today's video. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about, you know, what my mistakes, and hopefully you guys can learn from it. And definitely, I mean, I thought I did enough research, but you know, things are changing. I guess COVID really made people go crazy. So hopefully it gets better. Yeah, I don't know if I will ever move back here. But I'm excited for our next apartment and our next city. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next vlog. I'll take you guys along with me with the moving process again. And hopefully by that time we have some, you know, furnitures and whatnot already in place. Those are getting shipped to the new apartment, and I can't wait to finally settle in and organize everything. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, I would love it if you can subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video.